3 years now. So, so you know. I have seen better clear. All right, and he's gone. All right, this is fine. What are these items? You forgot everything about except for Smite 2 and breathing. Smite 2 and breathing. Every day you get to see a goopy solo a Surtur. You know? It's just not every day.
Your right tower is under attack.
Wow, this is just art. This is something. This is just something. This is something.
Enemies incoming! Flicker step!
All the clears in the world, we certainly have one of them. Yeah.
Your middle tower is under attack. Your left tower is under attack.
We certainly have one of them.
Do not give up hope.
Hiya! Hi!
You have slain an enemy.
Your punches do extra damage if you turn them into, like, karate chops, you know? Smite fact.
Enemies in the rock jungle. Flicker step.
No, go away. Dumb. Dumb. I literally just killed you, bro.
Shinobi strike. Your middle tower is under attack.
Whatever. Can't wait for me and Baron to get killed by these jungle cams.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Alright.
Rules of the trade.
Those jungle cams were thinking about it. Now, Surtur. Sir Surtur. What do I have to do to make that not happen? You know, if this was Smite 2, Gooby wouldn't be able to solo anybody that early. You know what I'm saying? Wouldn't have that problem.
Shinobi strike. Your middle tower is under attack. Your right tower is under attack. Time to get serious. Flicker step. Illuminated final arc. Ninja rush. Bash in celestial.
Enemy missing left. Yes.
Bye, buddy.
Keep it up.
Okay.
You're on fire.
Punch him in the head, punch him in the head. We've got Equinox. We punch them, then they're dead. You know?
apologies.
Teach him to steal your camp. I know. Son of a gun, not again.
Escape that easily. Shinobi strike.
Ooh.
I didn't think I could get any stronger. Is under attack.
I hear you.
You honor us
There we
with
go.
your bravery.
There we
Great
go.
work.
People on Reddit in denial about how much of a have changer Smite 2 item system is. A have changer? Game changer. That makes more sense. Yeah, no, that makes more sense. Yeah, no, the item store is a game changer. I mean, I think in all things, you know, when there's change, you know, people freak out a little bit, you know, because at the end of the day, humans like the status quo. People like to be comfortable with the way a system works, but I think once people get used to the system, you know, give them a couple more alphas, let high-res, you know, make the navigating easier, particularly for, like, console. I heard it's pretty hard to navigate the store on console, but, like, Smite 1 had that problem on console too, right? Like, the number one complaint about console at the start was, bro, the store's way too hard to navigate, you know? And then eventually they fixed it, and people were like, yeah, I can navigate the store now, right? So let them get through kind of the process of making it through easier to navigate and let people start to learn what items they like. And I think eventually they'll be like, oh, yeah, these like items are just more fun and like more dynamic, you know?
It was an honor to fight alongside you. Be careful.
Your left tower is under attack. And escape that easily.
You think his ulti's up? Doesn't matter, huh?
Enemy missing middle. Be careful, right.
Oh, what a large donation you have. I can just walk away. What's up, Big O?
Gilgamesh solo gotta use /build off of whatever the passive gives you. Man, I got Smite 2 withdrawals. Strictly RP song incoming.
Got some Smite 2 withdrawals. Yeah, me too. Got to use, build, whatever the passive items give you. That's kind of fun. That's kind of fun. You get how many? You get what? 2 items from Gilga passive, right? Is it 2 items that you end up getting from him?
Flicker step.
Potentially 2. Yeah, because you have to get the team fight one or whatever. So, okay. Cool. That sounds like fun to me, Big O. Thank you for your support of the Twitchiest community. I'm going to go kill a Ra. Damn it. Oh, good Baron heal.
Flicker step. Your right tower is under attack.
Okay.
Your right tower is under attack. Shinobi strike.
What levels we got across the board here? I'm level 12. Am I ahead of the curve? It would seem so. Let's get this rage online. So we can start raging, you know? Raging. But yeah, I mean...
Flicker step.
certainly there's been a lot of interesting opinions about Smite 2 for sure. You know, when you let, what is it, 130,000 people logged into play at least a game. So, I mean, that's a lot of people with a lot of opinions. You know, at the end of the day, you're going to get, with that many people, you're going to get every possible thought process, you know? But I do think that within that group, I'm sure there's a nice little, you know, bell curve of kind of a little bit more. Ooh, that was a good beat, actually. I might be dead for that. Oh, no, the whole team is here. I'm definitely dead for that. When did the Ron, the Horus, get here? What the? What the? What the?
Autobots, roll out. Defend.
You also feel like newer Smite players aren't as done with Smite 1 of those of us who have been playing since 2012? Yeah, that, of course. Of course. There's a lot more of a burnout factor if you've been playing a game for over a decade compared to if you started playing 2 years ago, right? There's a lot more of a urgency, of a necessity to, you know, to rebuild. But I think at the end of the day, Hyra's got a whole crap ton of data and a whole crap ton of information, which, you know, was the point of the alpha. A bunch of people giving feedback on, okay, this feels good, this feels bad, this didn't work sometimes, this didn't work ever, this probably isn't supposed to work this way, why am I disappearing off the map, you know? Like, all of that stuff is good data, all of the, like, all of the, you know, a lot of people were talking about how they thought the game felt a little sluggish compared to Smite 1, you know, which is good data, so they could try to go to the drawing board and make the game feel a little bit less sluggish, you know. Obviously, a lot of people had really low FPS because the game was poorly optimized, which means Hi-Res has got to do optimization passes to get people higher FPSs on lower end PCs, and probably console wasn't, I don't know, I didn't play on console, but I'm sure console wasn't hitting a consistent 60. I'm sure.
Oops-a-daisy.
You know, why is Athena bouncing 10 feet back after her one? You know, all of that good stuff. All of that good
It
stuff,
was an
you
honor
know?
to fight alongside you.
It's all good information. It's all good stuff. The real test, right? The real test is going to be the next alpha.
Your structure is under attack.
That's when things are going to get interesting, because that's going to give us a much more accurate timeline of everything going down. They got all of this information from all of these different people. Now, how much work can they feasibly get done, right, within 1 month? And then if this is how much they can get done in a month, then, you know, we can multiply that by how much work is yet to be done, and we can, you know, start to get some ideas, right?
An enemy has been
So.
slain. Shinobi strike.
Enemy missing middle. Careful.
So the next alpha will be a good indicator of how long this whole process is going to take.
Final arc. Ninja rush.
Be careful.
Oh, the dash of time.
It was tough. What
The
amazing
pre-dig, brother.
Enemy missing middle.
All right.
Retreat left leg. Be careful.
Your right tower is under attack. Your middle
Dope.
tower is under attack.
I've got a board covered in red yarn devoted to Smite 2 predictions. Where in the burnout cycle do you think the Smite 2 developers are? I think the Smite 2 developers are still riding the high, dude.
Your middle tower
I don't think there's burnout yet. I think they're riding the high. I think they probably ride the high until, like, the beta. And then once the 24/7 beta starts, you know, and they're like, nice, the servers are up all the time, I think that's when you're going to start being like, okay, I'm a little bit tired. And it's like, nope, no time to be tired. You got 6 more months of grinding your brains out until this game is free to play. And they're like, but I want to take a nap. Like, no naps. No naps. You know? I think they're on Pyro.
Yep. Has destroyed the pyromancer. I've surpassed your middle tower is under attack.
But nobody picked up the bomb. Bye, Awelix. Hope you find your dad.
We take the battle to them.
But I would say the 3 biggest complaints I saw about Smite 2, I thought were all valid complaints. The number 1 complaint that I saw was, bro, why is my FPS at like 45? You know? Which was just optimization, which I said going into it, by far the weakest point of Smite 2 is its optimization currently. So that was expected, you know? I would say that was the number 1 complaint. The number 2 complaint, I would say, was console players talking about the store, which is a valid complaint, right? If the store is hard to navigate and you gotta spend too much time in the fountain, it costs you too much time, it costs you XP, it costs you, right? That's legit. And then the 3rd complaint that I saw was that the game just doesn't feel as fluid as Smite. It just felt a little bit clunkier, and to be clear, the game does not feel as fluid as Smite. It is a little bit clunkier. Like, those are all valid, true concerns, you know? So. So, I'm kind of hoping that those 3 things, right? Plus, of course, you know, bug fixes and new gods. I hope that that's kind of like the priority. Those 3 things, plus, you know, let's get a couple more gods in the game. Hopefully, you know, 3 or 4 more gods. And then, hopefully, you know, quite a bit of bug fixes get done. And if they can do all of that before the next alpha, then fantastic. And we're looking good for the one after that, you know? Then we work on the next set of problems. But if we go into the next alpha and the console store is still really hard to navigate and it's still poorly optimized and it's still feeling clunky and there's only 1 more god instead of 3 more gods, like, then you're like, oh, well, this is going to be a longer process than we thought, right? Like, then you go, oh, okay, this isn't like, these servers aren't going to be 24/7 in 2 months. They're going to be 24/7 in 5 months, right? Like, oh, this is going to be a hot minute. So it's really just a matter of time and how fast they can develop things, which is, you know, to be fair as well, they are going to develop faster over time as the team gets more and more and more and more and more used to using Unreal Engine 5, and they get better at it, right? And they get more used to the process and the pipeline, then it's going to start to go faster. So it's not necessarily going to be a straight linear development process. So they can make decent progress into the next alpha, then presumably they'll be able to work a little bit faster on the alpha after that, and a little bit faster on the alpha after that. Plus, not only should that pipeline get a little bit easier, but you have to imagine that every month there's going to be more and more and more and more and more and more people getting shifted over from Smite 1 to Smite 2, which means you'll just have more people to help out with stuff as well, right? So there's also that aspect.
Flicker step.
That is not true. In the summer, the game goes into closed beta.
Tools of the trade.
Closed beta. Open beta is expected. In the last tweet, he said 2025 for open beta.
Past my limits.
Smite 2 will not be free to play until 2025 at some point. 2025 is the current plan.
Destroyed the pyramid.
Be careful, middle.
Final art. Ninja rush.
Oh my goodness.
Another
Oh
face
my
here.
goodness, that's a couple people. All right, well. Oh no. Oh no, he walked right into the whole team. Oh no.
Your middle tower is
Oh
under
no.
double kill. Your middle tower has been destroyed. I got your back, brother.
Why is my whole team walking into their team 1v5?
Shinobi strike.
4K.
Enemies at the Gold Fury.
Indeed. Indeed they are.
The enemy team has destroyed the Gold Fury. Flicker step.
You're gonna say it? The timeline has been very confusing. I think people just... I think the terms alpha and beta confuse people, and I think the terms closed and open also confuse people. And then once you start combining the both of those, it gets even more confusing for people, you know? So... You're confused that the CEO made a public post that the beta will be free to play. The closed beta will be free to play. Or, excuse me, the open beta will be free to play. The closed beta will not be free to play. That's the confusion, I think. Oh, that's a triple Mercury.
You have slain an enemy.
It's the difference between closed and open.
Freedom! Give me a minute. I will be fine. I didn't think I could get any stronger.
Titan's Bane like a man? Like a man?
Be careful.
So, closed beta, which infers, like the reason why it's called closed is because you need to buy the game or have a code to access it. The open beta, which will be open to everybody, will be free to play when that happens. Which is 2025. Is the current timeline, which of course is subject to change, and they've changed the timelines a couple of times already. Because beforehand, they said the game was going to go full free-to-play launch in early 2025, and I think the last update from Stu was that they're going to call it an open beta in 2025 and not necessarily a full launch, so we'll see.
An enemy has been slain. Was I wrong? Shinobi strike.
So,
Be careful.
Oh, yeah.
although realistically, all of those terms don't really mean anything to the average player. It's not actually that important. What's really important is just when are the alphas, when are the servers up 24/7, when are the game free to play, right? At the end of the day, those are the three big questions, and whatever you want to call them doesn't really matter, you know? Whatever you want to call them doesn't really matter. One weekend alpha a month, presumably Thursday through Saturdays like they did the last one, give or take a month from now. Couple more of those in a row, then the game will go into a 24/7 servers are up period, but a closed beta, aka you have to buy the game, and then probably like 6 months after that, the servers will be up 24/7 for free-to-play players, give or take.
Enemy missed the middle.
Give or take.
Past my limits.
Group
Your
up.
right tower
Right.
is under attack.
Are you sure there won't be any free access codes given away random during the closed beta? I am sure that there will. I am sure that there will be codes given away in order to access that. But the only way to 100% guarantee yourself into the alphas and the closed beta is to buy the game.
Ninja rush.
You can ask for a code. Doesn't mean they're going to give you a code. You can ask for it, though, right? Dink.
Flicker step.
So, the only guaranteed way to play Smite before. Wow, I'm so dead. Before 2025. Goodbye.
An enemy has been slain.
Old Fury. Group up.
I rely on my own strength rather than trinkets, but it is nice to have a backup.
Your big question is, when Smite 2 goes 24/7, will you still need to play Smite 1 for cross-gen passes and skins, or are those going to be available in Smite 2? I am 100% sure that they will not make you go back to Smite 1, so they will certainly have those directly purchasable for you in Smite 2 as well, and it'll probably just work in the opposite effect. You bought the skin in Smite 2 and you also get it in Smite 1, but who cares, because once the servers are 24/7, you're never playing Smite 1 again, and they know that, but that's fine.
Flicker step. Shinobi strike. I've surpassed my limits. They may walk through here.
Horror assault.
Final arc. Ninja rush. Ally has been slain.
They do be here, for sure. Ah, it's a triple ult.
You can't pay. You can't pay. You can't pay.
Ding ding. Penta, 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 Penta.
I've got your back.
Sir, you suck. He's not gonna give it to me. No! I'm not gonna get it. What a butthole, dude.
Do not give up hope.
What a butthole. He literally ran around so I didn't get it. I hate him. I hate him. He's a Horus, so he can just dash around for days, dude. That's so rude. Oh, wait for Medusa. Okay.
The Matrix.
Give me the Penta. I want it. I want it. Come on, give me it.
Flicker step.
Oh.
What does this thing do?
What does this thing do? Alright.
Roll out.
Alright. I think this game comes down to, if I can kill the Anubis, we win the game. And if the Anubis kills me, they win. You know what I'm saying? I think it's one of those.
I've surpassed my limits.
That is a very big Mercury ult.
Shinobi
Did I get it? Penta! No way! It came down to the Horus again, bro! That's how you Penta. Right there, dude. That's what he gets. He cursed his team into giving me the Penta. He cursed him, bro. If he would have just given to me earlier, I wouldn't have had to do him like that. Wouldn't have had to do him like that. Damn. Damn. 22, 2 and 2. I'll make my own Penta. I'll make my own Penta. G to the G's.